Hello. So we are at the Hungaroring. Now, there's no two ways about it. The Hungarian Grand Prix is rarely the most interesting of the season, but nevertheless, it is actually a race that I'm going to be showing. I have qualified in pole, and by a healthy margin. I was about half a second ahead of second place, so I did quite well. This circuit is certainly playing to McLaren's strengths, if indeed we have any. Um, yeah, Alonso managed to get through to Q3. I mean, yeah, okay, he only qualified ninth, but this is the first time in this season that he managed to get the Q3. So, yeah, progress there. Now, one thing that has changed is that I have a new rival. And, well, when you consider that in the past I've beaten Bottas, I've beaten Raikkonen, and I've beaten Vettel, it's pretty obvious who my rival is going to be this time. Yep, it's Marcus Ericsson. Okay, well, I'll take it. Yeah, I now have the really difficult task of beating Marcus Ericsson in the rivalry, having just beaten Vettel. Okay. Now, I have no R&D in progress. I have 965 points, so hopefully I'll have 1065 come the end of this race. But I still don't know if I'll be using it because, okay, I would be able to get chassis factory efficiency 2. But I would also be quite close to being able to get wind tunnel efficiency 3, and that will then be the aerodynamics done. They'll cost 700 each, and that's what I want them to be. And then I will be able to focus entirely on getting the chassis done. And of course, they are cheaper. I still need 2250 to get that ready, and that is of course meaning that I'm completely ignoring the quality control thing, which will be left at left at 0. So there'll be a good chance of failures amongst my upgrades. So yeah. Needless to say, it's going to be a while yet before I upgrade the car again. I haven't done any actual upgrades. I've not added anything to the durability. So, yes. Speaking of durability, the parts I will be using in this Grand Prix, the internal combustion engine is at 61%. That's going to take a bit of a pounding during this. The MGU-K is at 40, that's not too bad. MGU-H is at 61, that's not good. Energy store is at 44. Turbocharge at 43. Control electronics always very low, yeah, they're at 19. I expect all bar the control electronics to be in the yellow by the end of this. In fact, the internal combustion engine could even be in the orange. Gearbox is not looking too good as far as the next Grand Prix, which is Belgium, and that is a real pain in the arse. I would really want a decent gearbox for Belgium, but yes. Although that said, it's currently at 61%, which is what I expected it to be. Well, I expected it to be at 60 at the end of the last race. In fact, it was at 51, so it was a bit more than that. 54, that was it. So it's wearing better than I thought, but yeah, I think again it's going to take a bit of a pounding. I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was at 80% by the end of this, but well, it would be nice if it isn't. So anyway, that's how the car is shaping up. And yeah, like I say, I qualified in pole position, so no point delaying this any longer. Let's head to the race then and get ready for the Hungarian Grand Prix.
As the drivers complete their preparations down below us on the grid, one man who's no stranger to the pre-race pressure is Anthony Davidson, who joins me in the commentary box today. Great to have you with us, Ant. I'm sure you can tell us all about what goes through a driver's head before lights out.
But from the moment qualifying's over, you start to feel the adrenaline in your body build up and the buzz in your stomach as you anticipate the run down into turn one. It's all a bit like going into battle, and the unknown situation makes you nervous. Those pre-race nerves are a good thing. The day you don't have them means that you don't care anymore. And of course you have to make sure that all the procedures are second nature to you, so that they're not taking up too much of your capacity.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. It's McLaren in pole position then, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Raikkonen, Valtteri Bottas and Perez, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Alonso and Nico Hülkenberg, Sainz, Ocon, Romain Grosjean and Kvyat, Massa, Magnussen, Jolyon Palmer and Marcus Ericsson. Stroll and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Okay, the run into turn one isn't too long, so the pack will be bunched up. Take care.
Well, it wasn't all that fascinating. Right, now I have a feeling that I'm going to struggle in this race. So, well, how much fuel have they given me? They give me enough for 30, oh, a bit more than that, right, 37.9. So I've got 2 laps over. I want to edit that strategy a bit. Okay, no I don't. I don't really want to do or use medium tyres, but I'm going to have to because there's no way I'm going to make the soft tyres last 23 laps. But according to that, I'm not going to make the medium tyres last 23 laps, but well, the super softs are going to be pretty much finished by the time I change them, so I'll stick with just the one stop then. Hungary is a slow enough circuit as it is, without, you know, doing too many extra pit stops. It says this one, it's only going to be about 1.5 seconds slower. No, I'll stick with the one stop. Right. Well, like I say, I have a feeling I am going to struggle in this one. I don't know why. Everything's gone too smoothly, too well so far. So, well, here we go. Okay, down into lean mix. Revs ready. That seemed to be a while stuck there, right in the rich. Hamilton is still past me, so is Vettel. I'm now completely boxed in. I had nowhere to go there.
Good from the start.
Well, I got a warning for, but not a penalty, so I've managed to stay ahead. Vettel is behind. See, that's not surprising because Hamilton has started on the soft tyres, not the super softs. The only other driver I know who tried to qualify from Q2 on soft tyres was Verstappen. And he only, actually no, I tell a lie, he didn't get away with it, so he went out on super softs right at the last minute, and yeah, he got through on Supersofts. I don't want to be using Rich Mix for, well, I don't really want to be using them for this long. Okay, I'll change to standard at the end of the next lap. At the end of this lap rather. Start of the next lap. Pulling away a bit from Vettel, which I was not expecting. As I say, this circuit does suit the McLaren. It's pretty fast through corners. It's on the straights that it's hopeless because there are an awful lot of corners at the Hungaroring, and what straights are there are not overly long.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead in the DRS zone.
At this rate, it's going to be a while before I've got a car ahead of me. At least I'm out of range of DRS as far as Vettel is concerned. He can't use it, so I need to stay ahead of him by at least a second, probably more. About 2 seconds ahead, I think. Nearly 3.
Power from the engine is going to be down slightly and showing some minor wear.
That didn't take long. Okay, you may notice a bit of a difference in the graphics. For some reason, VSync had been turned off, and the background graphics when I was cornering looks like shit. So I've got them sorted out now. Hamilton is quite a distance away, 11 seconds, but I didn't see what the gap was to Vettel, but I suspect it's not as much as I would like. Although, well, yeah, I did think I was going to struggle in this race.
The gap behind is 3.2 seconds.
I'll take that, definitely take over 3 seconds off on lap 5. Getting a couple of good laps in. This is not one of them. So I'm trying to remember when I'm due to change tyres. Lap 11, wasn't it? So you can really do with building up a lead or something approaching a lead. slow around that corner. I'm also curious to know where Alonso is. I really hope he scores points in this race. So I'm 3.8 seconds ahead of Vettel. What will it be after this lap here? 4.2. Not bad. That lap was better than I thought. Actually, it's probably more that Vettel's lap was terrible. So, well, I'm going to have to talk about it as much as I really don't want to. US Grand Prix. Okay, last lap. Max Verstappen passes Raikkonen with like about, what is it, 2 or 3 corners to go. As soon as I saw it, I thought he's gone off the track. As soon as he saw it, Martin Brundle in the commentary box said the same thing.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They seem to have an issue.
Oh, what a shame. Hamilton's having quite the shitty season in this. So anyway, yes, so he went off the track, gained an advantage.
Teammate is 25.9 seconds.
Okay, now that sounds like he's gone just plummeting down the order. But of course, social media, being the usual fucking shitfest that it is, all full of cunts going on about how, you know, it's some fucking conspiracy or something. It fucking isn't, you fucking bunch of shit. He broke the rules, he got punished for it. The end. I mean, I don't know why Liberty Media, who now run Formula One, they kept saying they wanted social media to be more involved in Formula One. If I was running any kind of entertainment business, whether it be sports or films or television or whatever, I would stipulate that I do not want social media to have any part in it whatsoever. I mean, you look at the people who claim to be Formula One fans on the social media. So obviously we've just had the Verstappen fans all fucking saying that the FIA and Formula One is bent because they didn't let him keep his position.
Try to keep your number of shifts to a minimum.
How the fuck do you expect me to do that? So we've seen the Verstappen fans. Then you have the Hamilton fans. The Hamilton fans really are a bunch of wankers. And to be frank, they are the biggest reason why I hate Lewis Hamilton. I mean, alright, the bloke is an absolute fucking diva and I detest the cunt anyway, but I detest Hamilton fans even more. As far as they're concerned, he can walk on water, he can do no wrong. And you saw what the Lewis Hamilton fans were really like last season, because first of all, they kept saying that Nico Rosberg was cheating. It's funny how they never said that during the seasons when Hamilton was winning the championship and Rosberg wasn't. Suddenly Rosberg came along and won the World Championship last season. Oh, he was cheating. To give you an idea of how fucking brain dead and cuntish that is.
5.3 seconds.
John Gage was one of the people who said that. Although again, when I pointed out something to him about, I forget what the race was, but Hamilton right at the start cut right across the chicane, didn't take it at all. I said to him, well, if Nico Rosberg is cheating, what do you call that Hamilton just did? He never answered. So yes, Nico Rosberg, when he's not losing, is cheating, according to Hamilton fans, but it gets far, far worse than that.
You've lost access to one of the gears. We've lost one of the gears due to a fault.
Fucking hell, I've lost third gear already. No, it's not, it's fifth gear I've lost. This is not going to do me any favours. Actually, it sounds like I've lost 2 gears. No, okay, I have only lost 5th gear. I'll say only, that's enough.
Okay, bad news on the gearbox. The team are trying everything they can think of, but they're not optimistic. Just keep at it, do your best. That's all we can ask.
Oh, cheers. Well, I lost 2 seconds on that lap because of this fucking gearbox fucking up. So anyway, yes, carrying on. The Lewis Hamilton fans then came out with the ultimate in bullshit. And of course everybody else laughed at them for coming up with this, but they were insisting this was true. And it is, of course, the claim that Mercedes were deliberately sabotaging Lewis Hamilton's car. Yeah, you know the one. You do not need me to explain how fucking moronic that claim is. And Mercedes are pouring in multiple millions of euros pretty much per race into their Formula One program. And you seriously think, you know, they are then going to turn around and deliberately fucking sabotage Hamilton's car, do you? You fucking brain-dead piece of shit. Anyway, the engine gearbox has sorted itself out. And I'm coming into the pits at the end of this lap, I think. Sure, I was meant to come into the pits at the end of the last lap. Well, see how we do on this lap. Vettel is closing in on me, that is for sure. The only thing I can hope for is that he is going to come into the pits at this lap, at the end of this lap as well. Worse, it looks like Raikkonen is gaining on us both as well, so Hamilton was holding Raikkonen up.
Okay, we're ready for you. Box this lap. The gap to the car behind is 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, now it was 5 of the bit seconds about 3 laps ago. In fact, less than that, I think 2 laps ago. None of them are gonna fucking pit, it's just me. Yep. So, yep. Oh no, Vettel is pitted. But Raikkonen hasn't, obviously. God, I need a fast stop, come on.
Go, go, go.
That's it. Good, we're ahead of him. We'll go on to standard.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops.
So we're down in second at the moment. So fucking hell, we were way ahead of everybody else. Unless Hamilton's holding everybody up because his car's fucked. that one up. I've got to go in there, Rich. I need to get some distance between me and Vettel, or at least try to. And I'm on harder tyres, the grip is not so good, neither is the max speed, but on the plus side, that applies to Vettel as well. That's not going to make a hell of a lot of difference to this race result, Stroll being out. I think people are now starting to realise that Stroll's results in Azerbaijan and Canada this season were down to luck. The bloke is just absolutely out of his fucking depth. It looks like Alonso is in 5th. Fucking handy if he is.
Fernando has just pitted.
So he won't be there now.
Yellow flag.
That must be Stroll that's gone out.
Okay, clear.
The worst thing is when we come up to back markers, we're trying to lap them.
Okay, we're reaching a danger point with the wear on the MGU-H. Overheating the engine will exacerbate the issue, so keep the temps under control.
I'm sure he's exaggerating that. MGUH is at 65. It's fine. That's my fastest sector too. I really don't like these two long fucking corners here.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race.
I'll
Our gap to our
take it.
teammate is 39.5 seconds.
Well, there's no way Alonso is still in 5th if that's the gap. Okay, faster again. Mind you, the weight of the car is coming down at a fair old rate. Using up a lot of fuel. In fact, maybe a bit too much. I may need to ease off a bit.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
By a margin, 0.6 of a second. So, there on. If I can pass these back markers quickly, and then, you know, hope they can hold Vettel up until the takeoff. He moved out of the way for me, but then I was nowhere near him. Come on, I don't need this. Both DRS zones. So the next car is up ahead. Almost certainly going to be Ericsson, my rival. need this. Doesn't help that I keep fucking up whenever I'm behind him. I have to say lapping back markers is not my forte. So he moves out of the way now, and then as I come up to the closer than I would have wanted. So how much did he hold me up by?
At the moment, the car behind us is lapping faster than us by around 1 second per lap.
Yeah, that's because I'm the one being held up by back markers. Another one coming up. I think it might have been Magnussen. It looked like a Haas.
Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
Yeah, thought I was having problems with it. Looks like Ericsson is holding up pedal, which is more than handy. Then it's just, I think Vettel had just passed him. 6.8 seconds now, so yes, he was held up. Okay, well it is a Haas with this garage on. Thought it would be Magnussen. Surprised to see, not that surprised to see garage on this low down, but I'm surprised to come across him before Magnussen. Even a Haas can bloody pull away from us. They already let us through, and then the corner came along. Okay, yeah, I managed to get away with it. I don't know who this is, unless this is Magnussen. Could be Palmer. Yes, I think it is. Oh, it's Hulkenberg. Fucking hell is he doing all the way down here? What the fuck is he doing behind Palmer? there are some people out there who are two-stopping. So suddenly I've lapped everyone up to 14th place. So already I'm nearly lapped half the fucking field. 3 more cars. Still have 11 more laps to do. Quite how I planned it, but I'll take it. There is now a good number of back markers between me and the 2 Ferraris, which I will take. Not exactly pulling away from Hungaroring here, so he must have had like a couple of instances of going off the track or something, because his car seems to be quick enough. Looks like Palmer. Fucking hell, is he doing this high up? So Palmer and Sainz together. What a place to fucking try and let me pass. Well, he did it. Yeah, bang goes his attempt at getting into 11th place. So that's it, I've lapped half the field now. The good news though is that I may have lapped half the field, but I have not lapped Alonso yet. The bad news is that usually this means Alonso's engine will fail on the last like couple of laps or something. Up ahead. I think it certainly looked like a Toro Rosso. Nope, that's Magnussen. A lot later than I thought it would be before I caught him up. Somehow he's in the points. Believe it. That's both Williamses out of the race. Not only is their car having a dreadful second half of the season as far as their performance goes, and now the reliability has gone down the cars even on. So it looks like
Target behind is 17.2 seconds.
Looks like Alonso is in 7th. It sounds like all that traffic between me and Vettel is really holding him up. So unless something goes catastrophically wrong,
Caution.
that better not be Alonso. okay, I think it's where Massa pulled off.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 0.5 per lap.
Anyway, as I was going to say, yes, unless something goes catastrophically wrong, I think I have this in the bag. Yes, I am going to be brave enough to actually say that. What shit is this? Fucking turns around that fucking bite me in the fucking arse.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
That's okay, I've only got 4 laps to do, so... Okay, do PB, but not the fastest lap race by any stretch. Bottas was a lot faster than that. I don't think I'm going to lap that is up ahead. You're not even on the next lap.
Bottas has just put in a new fastest lap.
Okay, this has gone a lot better than I thought it would. I thought I was going to struggle far more than this. Especially when the gearbox went earlier. So the circuit certainly suits the McLaren. Plenty of corners, and that's where the McLaren's strengths are. It's fast through corners. Straight line speed is terrible, but on a circuit like this, it's speed through corners that's a lot more important, not straight line speed, and that's what's been the difference. Oh, fuck knows what Andy Davis is going to say made the difference at the end of the race. He normally comes out with some load of complete bollocks.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
It's okay, there's only 1 lap would do. So around the penultimate corner. Around the final corner. I would almost wish I had lapped Alonso, because that would have guaranteed points, but still, hopefully he'll do enough.
McLaren have pulled it off. They've won in spectacular fashion here today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened.
Alonso did get points. I wish he got higher than Knight though. He was in 7th for a long time.
They're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm really happy to see them there on the top step of the podium.
Believe me, if I was up there, you would not have seen me do that.
And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Our current points leader extends their lead at the top of the championship after a very good result here today. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
Well, he had a great drive today.
Magnussen.
Somewhat unexpected maybe, but I'm going to go for Kevin Magnussen. Quick, clean, and in control. It was everything you could ask for.
And now let's take a
I
look
led
at the
from start to
constructors'
finish,
standings.
despite having a dodgy
Extend their lead
gearbox.
at the
No,
top
it
of
gives
the
it to
championship.
Magnussen just because he
After all
started
that
16th
excitement,
and finished
it's time
10th.
for a lie down, I think. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye until the next race.
So that's the finishing times. Looks like old Ericsson and Grosjean got penalties. Five-second penalties at that. That probably promoted Fiat at least. Well, there we go. So by Red Bull standards, they got a pretty decent haul of points. So what's that done? Well, surprise, surprise, I'm still leading. But the only change is Verstappen has overtaken Ocon. Alonso, well, he's now the last of the point scorers, but he's ahead of Stroll as well as Verline and Ericsson. In the constructors, we're now on equal points with Mercedes. So I need Alonso to score more points. We can try and take second place. I think winning it is out of the question. We're 68 points behind Ferrari, and we've got what, 9 races. Well, it's mathematically possible, but the Ferraris are just too good. We've got no chance of catching them really. So it should be 100. Oh no, I did get, okay, 99 then. And then my bonuses for being number 1 driver. So I have 1,121. Well, there you go. That is the Hungarian Grand Prix for you. Yeah, wasn't that great? So I'll be back with another video when I've decided what it will be. The next race is Belgium. So I've got to do something for Belgium. Best Grand Prix circuit. You know, I've got to do a video of there at some point. I'm actually half amazed that Ericsson got 1 point there. But there you go. I don't think this is going to be the most difficult rivalry to win. I'm already 7-1 up and we've only had 1 race. There you go, that's that then. Except it's not quite it. Take a look. 1,121. Let's see, I mean, yeah, I'm less than 400 away now from this. So 379, and I'll be able to get that one. Well, I can definitely get that many points at Belgium. Or I could get this one now. No, I'll save them and get them at Belgium. As for the engine, well, that's at 93. That's still usable. Just see what happens if I put that on. Right, 70. That is usable. Just. Okay, now I can't do enough laps. So there you go, 17 laps I can do. Well, I can certainly do 1 session, 1 practice session at Belgium. gearbox is not good, mind you. I did think it would be at 80. It's at 74, so it's 6% better. But I've already had problems with it, so I know I'm going to have to change the gearbox. I'll use gearbox either 3 or 4. So even if I qualify in, on pole in Belgium, the best I'm going to start is 6th. So well, at least you get to see me overtake some actual runners, not just back markers. So yeah, it may not be all bad. Well, there you go. So that is definitely it then. We shall leave Hungary. So bye bye Hungaroring and hello to Spa-Francorchamps. And yeah, I shall see you at the next video.